Okay, hi, this is part 3 of Make Your Own Ghost-Man video game. And so we left off with full control of the ghost sprite. And now I need to test my theory to see if the PPOINT command is going to serve our purpose here. So I think the first thing that I'm going to do is make a line, and I'm going to insert that line right. I'm going to list 1 to 10. I'm going to insert that line here as part of the maze. So I'm going to renumber, and I'm going to leave quite a bit of space in here. Because, well, let's just start off with this. So I'm going to make a 1-line space there. List 1 to 10. Right, I don't know what just happened. Renumber again. List 1 to 10. Renumber line. I must have made a mistake. Line 10. Line 9 is line 10. List 1 to 10. And at line 9, I'm going to create, well, I'm just going to, I don't know how I should do this. I could use the draw statement. That might be a little better. So I don't have numerous lines, and let's try that. I'll put draw. DM is the starting point. Our ghost goes only to line 10. So we're going to put DM 12 on the x-axis 2. And again, if this is wrong, I can fix it. Like, that takes a quotation mark, not a parenthesis. So DM 12 on the x, 2 on the y. We want the color red. Now the color matters. Make sure you make yours red, because the PPOINT functions on a color, a specific color. And so we're going to go down. Now we use 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. 190 minus 4 is 196. That should give us a straight line, and it does. And so now our ghost is inside of 2 walls. This is just a test, and I can move the ghost in between these 2 walls, no problem. If I go to the side, he passes through the wall. We don't want this, right? Because it has to stay in the maze. So now that we have our line established, we need to set up PPOINT. And so basically we're going to have to do that with a GOSUB statement. So the next available line is line 37, so we'll put PPOINT. We'll just label it like that. And so it's going to check for this condition before it goes to the graphic, or before it goes to, where is it going, 21 and 26. So those increments increase by 1. So before it applies the patch, before it changes the variable, before it goes to the graphic, it's going to check for condition. So we have our ghost set up, and what I want to do is find the center of the ghost. And so we have 5 lines, so our third line down, which would now be line 12. I have to note that here because I just renumbered it. So now we know it's the third line. So 2, 4, 6, we know it's on the Y6. So 2, 4, 6, it'll be on the 6 of the X as well. So we're going to, just as a test, we're going to PSET. We'll make it green. Now I think I said 6, 6, and green for the color. Now when I run this program, I should have a green dot right in the center of the ghost, but I don't. And the reason for that is this is stopping us here. The GOTO is preventing us from getting there. So I'm going to have to test it on the maze line or the ghost line. So let's just make it a little bit easier. We're going to edit 16, which is the last ghost line, and it's just a GOTO statement. And I'm gonna publish the new coding for this too, but it might take me till tomorrow or the day after. I really had a bad day today, and I'm trying to recover from that, but I'm not fully there yet. So we're going to preset our test point inside here. I don't want to renumber it again. 661. Keep the GOTO there. Now we should have a yellow dot, and we still don't. We have a blue dot down here, which makes absolutely no sense. 61 it might explain it. It's supposed to be 663, not 661. Okay. And I still don't have the dot. Do you see a dot? I don't see one. So now I made it the wrong color. I made it blue. So now it's supposed to be green. And now it appears. It looks like he has like a clown face now or something, right? Because I gave him a nose. This won't be conveyed if I move it. I'll show you. It'll only appear if I'm up here, because there's no variables. You see how variables work now? If you don't include variables, the numbers are always the same. So when the joystick moves, the numbers stay the same. And that's why that dot will always be there. So I have to figure out how many pixels I have from there to the red line I just drew. So it looks to me 1, 2, 3 pixels. So that would equate to, I have to multiply that by 2, 3 pixels by 2. It's 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say for our first one, I want to say if P point, and then I have to give the location. If P point X plus 6, if P point, let's use this here. If P point P-point 6 plus x plus 6, okay? So 6 plus x, if x equaled 0, it would just be 6. And then the plus 6 gives us our red line location, comma y. Now we're going to have to do 4 of these, I believe. So whatever y is, that'll be sufficient. If P point, okay, so if this is true, if this point, which is on that red line, 6 pixels across from where I put that dot, equals 4, the color red, then sound 5, 5, and you'll see how this works. 39, it's almost like you're making a circuit board, a circuit. That's what it reminds me of. So, and then this is going to be a return line, R-E-T-U-R-N, return, R-E-T-U-R-N. So, if this is true, then it's going to make a sound. If it's not true, it's going to go to the return line, and it's going to go back to the joystick, and it's going to let this guy go to the right, or it's going to make that sound. So let's start there. We're going to edit 34. We're going to put, I don't know if you need to put then GOSUB. GOSUB 37. Or I don't know if it's then GOSUB or if it's just GOSUB, but we're going to find out. And then now it has to be GOTO 21. Let's see if this works. Syntax error in 38. Edit 38. What's wrong with 38? It worked. Oh, I have an extra comma, guys. So we know this works. Anytime, wait a minute here. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, something's not right. Oh, I see. I see what the problem is. Problem is that point, well, yeah, I don't know. If P point 6 plus x plus 6 comma y equals 4. It shouldn't be doing this. I'm getting nothing. So I don't know what is going on here. Alright, I'm not getting any sounds anywhere else. I'm always getting a sound here. Alright guys, I think this is working. Anytime I try moving him to the right of this line, I'll get a noise. So if he tries crossing that line, I get the noise. Okay. Anytime, but when I'm up here, I'll get the noise anytime I try to go to the right. So the problem is the Y variable. So it's partially working. It's saying any Y, which is correct. But why it's going outside the line and making that noise on the top line, I don't know. Well, it's strange because when I go to the left or to the right, it's doing the same thing. But down here, it only happens if I try to cross the wall. So I'm getting clues here. I have an idea. Let's edit line 38, and we're going to put this, if this is true, and J equals 63, then, okay, I think this will clear that up. So if I try to cross the wall, I get the noise. If I go up here, I'm still getting the noise when I go to the right, but not to the left. So I'm getting it, not getting it there, I'm getting it here, I'm not getting it, but I keep getting it here. And I don't understand why. But I fixed part of it. Hopefully I can fix the rest of it. So if this is true and J equals 63, okay, but why it keeps, why? It's this, somehow, if I'm going to run this and we print Y right now, it's 0. So there's our last clue. There's another clue. So Y cannot, if Y equals 0, come on, why? Well, this isn't working out the way I thought it would. You know, I'm really disappointed in this. Let me run this one more time. The thing is, it shouldn't be doing that. It works fine down here. It goes along with Y. So Y isn't the problem. It's something else. Because if it was Y, then it would do it over here. It only does it when Y equals 0. Only does it when y equals 0. And then it follows. And the funny thing is, there's no red on whatsoever. Once I exit that wall, exit that area, once I cross the wall, there's no red to the right. So X is changing. We're starting here, going to 21. We're starting here. We'll go subbing. We're returning here. We're going to 21. Then we're going to 8. We're going back to 30. X is changing to 10. I don't know where the mistake is, to be honest with you. I have an idea. Let's run this. We're going to go where this problem is happening, and we're going to print X. I'm going to print Y. X is changing. So everything's working. I'm really stumped here. Really stumped. And what is causing this problem? I'm not sure. Isn't that weird? This is really weird. Let's print X, print Y, list it. Yeah. I don't know what it could be. It works everywhere else. When I try crossing the wall, it makes a sound, and ideally I would prohibit the movement of the joystick instead of having it make a sound. But up here, it doesn't want to obey. So maybe it's the green dot. Let me try taking that green dot away, because we already found the point. It could be. I've seen stranger things happen. It's not that. It's not that. There's no red to the right of him, right? So it should not be happening. There's red over here, but that's too far away. I honestly... The original point was 6. The middle was 6. 6 plus would have been 8, 10, 12. 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 is right there. 6 and 6 is 12. Plus whatever x changes it into. Let's move it once this way. Print x. Print y. Run it. Move it again. Print x. Print y. So everything's working. I don't know why this error is occurring. Only on the top line. I'm completely stumped right now. I don't know what the trouble is. Let's try something else. Let's try editing 38. We'll make it yellow. And I'll edit line. What line is that? I drew on line. It's 8 now. Edit line 8. What? What was it? Edit 7? What is going on here? List 1 to 10. Oh Lord. That shouldn't be there. Guys, I don't know how the hell this happened. I think this is what's causing the problem. To be quite honest with you, it's conflicting with itself, and I've had conflicts before where I've had conflicts before like this, and it's just let me fix this. Okay, 9 should be ghost on. Now the thing is, computers, they don't make mistakes. Did you ever hear that? It's true. If I've gone through this before, where variables have conflicted with each other, and you just have to look through your program and see what's screwing it up, why it's not working, And if you look hard enough, 10 times out of 10, or 9 times out of 10, 10 times, whatever, you'll find that you made some human error. And I did. And so I placed the draw statement in the wrong area. Now, I don't know how this happened. I'm having a really hard time with this because I can't scroll up and down, and there's no way to print a cumulative list while I talk to you guys because of my limited, I have limited capacity right here. I'm going to have to start this over. I think it was BM, what was it? BM 12, comma 2. Color was 4, but we're making it yellow this time. We're going to change it back to 4. But we're going to put down, I don't know if it was 190 minus 6 was 194. Or it was 196. Let's list this. Now, this is correct. And the problem should be solved. Alright. I don't know why he's passing through like this. Now I'm not getting anything at the top. Everything else is working fine. I'm not getting any blowback up here like I was before. But he's crossing the line and there's no sound now. So now back to the drawing board again. I solved one problem and then it's something else. Let's list. I'm checking all these lines because I'm getting upset. GOSUB 17. Back to here. Draw the maze, draw that. So we're going to 9. We're going to list 10 to 20. Of course, you can only see part of it. Now, I don't know where. This is where I had drawn the yellow dot. List 20 to 30. List run boy, I can't win with this thing. What on earth could be causing this problem now? I don't know. Other than that, the only thing that could prevent it would be a gap right here. And there's no, I don't see a gap. We're getting nothing up here. Print X, print Y, list. So basically this is saying if P point, since X and Y both equal 0, it's saying if P point 12, comma 0 equals 2, which it does, and J equals 63, which it does, then here, let's run this one more time. We have 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and there's no gap. So I'm just going around in circles here trying to figure this out. Edit 38. We're going to change this to a 4. And then list 1 to 10. Edit 8. I'm going to change the color back to red. Run it. Now I'm getting the exact same problem. Up here it will not work. I'm getting all different kinds of errors. It either lets me through or it just doesn't work at all. It either just doesn't work, it either doesn't work at all or it doesn't work right. So this video is going over half an hour already, and it was supposed to be like a 10-minute video. I don't know what to say. Obviously this doesn't work right. I can't imagine where the mistake could be. I don't think I'm making a mistake. I think there's something wrong with the computer itself, where the command doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Because when I change the color, it changed the way it worked, and this. I mean, you know what I'm gonna do, since this thing's being a pain? I'm gonna see list 1 to 10. I'm gonna edit line 8 and BM 12.2. So BM 12. We're gonna change this. Now there's nothing there. That it goes through this one. Up here it makes a noise every time. And then it works fine for the rest of the way. I am totally baffled. Seriously, this is the weirdest thing. You know what? Let me look at this line again. Oh, okay. You know what, guys? I think I'm making a fundamental mistake here. Tell me if I'm not right. Let's edit line 38. And if you've watched up to this point, I give you a lot of credit. I had no idea. I haven't worked with PPOINT very much, but I'm going to get through this one way or another. So we need to run this program, and we're going to go 0, 2, 4, 6. 0, 2, 4, 6. That's where the dot was. We're going to edit 38. And we're going to put 6, not and, 6 plus y. Now let's see if that doesn't solve the problem. And I'm going to edit, I'm going to list 1 to 10. I'm going to edit line 8. And we're going to run this. And lo and behold, it works correctly. So it's perfect now. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video. There's going to be another follow-up video because this ran way too long. If you guys have got through this far with me, that's great. Usually when I'm learning about a new command, I don't make a video. I thought that I'm familiar with this, but not in this format. So what this is basically saying is that if this is true, then we're going to prevent the ghost from going over the wall. So how do we do that? Well, then it's going to go back to the original joystick command. Instead of going to line 21, which would put the patch, which would change the variable, which would go to the ghost graphic and back to the joystick. Instead, I'm going to render it, I don't know how to say this, joystick command list, I think it's 32 now, list 31. I just looked at that. Edit 38. You're going to see the wonders of this happening once I fix this. Then, instead of the sound, we're going to get rid of that. Then 31. Now, when I try to move to the right, he is not going through that wall. I'm pushing this thing to the right. He's not going through that wall. But now we have to do the same thing for up, down, and left. So anytime he encounters a wall, he's not going through it. But I'm going to end this video here. And next time I will finish with the PPOINT. And we'll double check it. And then we'll start getting on with the rest of the game, which is constructing the maze and whatever else I decide to put in here. Thanks for watching, and I think that's going to take care of it for today. The only thing is I have to change one minor thing, and so I'm going to do that while I'm still thinking about it, and that is and I don't know how this is going to affect. Well, you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to list 1 to 10 again. And I'm going to edit 8. Now these are just temporary lines. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw to make sure this is correct in positioning him. I need 5 spaces after 12, so I got 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So we're going to draw BM 24 2. okay, with a color of 4, and you have to follow, the BM is with a comma and a quotation, follow every other command with a semicolon. We're going to put the one down 196 and another quotation. Now I'm going to have 2 lines here, and I'm going to show you when he moves. Oh, he's not moving now because I have the P point. But when he does, I want him to go right in here and not on the line. So if I change it to plus 12, he should fit in here and then fit into the next line. So for that, I'm going to have to disable P point temporarily, edit 38, disable that. Now when he moves, see how he's off? He's off by 1 pixel here. But by the time it gets over here, he's off by many more pixels. So this is a problem here. 1, and looks like another 3. So I have to find the x coordinate, edit 23. Let's try changing this to 12. Hopefully that'll solve the problem. And it does. Except for now I gotta edit 24 and do the same thing for the other side. We want consistency here, and this is making it consistent now. See what I mean? So now we don't have that. It's perfect. It fits. See how I can navigate the maze? Well, if I put P point back, he won't be able to go past the right barrier. Next time I'm going to do the left barrier, the top barrier, and the bottom barrier. So anytime your character encounters a red wall, he's not going through it. Okay, guys, so this was a success. This is a heck of a lot easier than delineating boundaries one by one. And even though I ran into a problem, I solved the problem, and everything is fine. And I will see you on the next video. Take care.